Good morning, everyone. I, Bhushan Pawar, welcome you all on behalf of Shahanagar Engineering College, Mumbai, India. We at Sakek Research Cell would take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you present here today for this hybrid webinar series, Innovative and Emerging Technology in the Field of Research, in collaboration with all our partners. Today, I am addressing you to the webinar on self-reflection. The speaker for the webinar is Mr. Shashikant Radke. Our speaker, Mr. Shashikant sir, is assistant professor in computer engineering department, Sakek, Mumbai. He has more than 14 years of teaching experience. So before handling to our speaker, I would like to make a note to my all attendees that if you have any queries or if you want to ask any question to our speaker throughout the session, you can ask it via question answer chat box. Most frequently asked question will be answered at the end of the talk. Now I request our speaker, Shashikant sir, please share your screen with us and start the webinar. So, hello sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, I'm handing over to you. So you
Thank
can
you, sir.
start sharing the content.
Okay, thank you, Bhushan, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Is it visible?
Hi, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Bhushan, sir.
Yes.
This is Shashikant Radke from Shan Anchor Kutchi Engineering College, and today I'm going to discuss the self-reflection. So, self-reflection, when we talk about, then three points will come into the picture. First is the existence, then second is the involvement, self involvement, and self contribution. Okay, so next, my disclaimers. All the contents of these presentations are not created by me. Contents are taken from the presentations of speakers of Universal Human Values training programs, and these contents you can get from these websites also. Links are provided. Whatever is said in this discussion is a proposal, and do not assume it is to be true or false. Why, we will discuss later, but right now you have to consider it as a proposal. Do not assume it is to be true or false. And this proposal you have to verify on your own right understanding on the basis of your natural acceptance. That will also we'll discuss in the future time. So whatever discussion I'm going to do is a process of dialogue, and a dialogue between me and you to start with. It soon becomes a dialogue within yourself when we further proceed the discussion. Okay. So before starting, we should know what is nature and what all exists in the nature. So nature is what? Whatever we are seeing around us is nothing but the nature. It has collection of units, and these collections of units are mentioned here like air, water, trees, soil, animal bodies, birds, animals, human bodies, self, myself, human beings, sun, moon, metals, earth. Okay. Now, this nature is a collection of units, and we can divide those collection of units into four orders. Okay, so we'll start from physical order, then pranic order, then animal order, and then on the top we have human order. Now, why this has shown in the form of pyramid, we'll discuss that. See, when you observe around you, you will find physical order, okay, like soil and metal. So that available in sufficient amount, or you can say even ample amount. Next is the pranic order, that are plants and trees which has life, but then they cannot move, but they can give you Okay, they give fruit, they give leaves, they give oxygen, like other things which are useful to animal order and human order. Okay, then animal order. So around us we are observing animals and birds which has life and can move around. Okay, they have memory, but that memory is very less, and because of that they cannot think smartly. The nature has given them that smartness in them, okay, by default, to live the life as they have given by the nature. Next is the human order. Now human order is nothing but we consider into this human beings. Okay, so human being is having the brain. So brain is for memories. Okay, so whatever memory we have, based on that we live the future. Okay, so with this I have given you a brief of how the nature can be. See, whatever I am telling or whatever I am discussing is a proposal. Don't assume that it exists like this only. You have to observe and you have to think in a direction so that with your right understanding you will believe that. Otherwise, don't believe that as it has said. Okay. Next, so to start for the self reflection, we need to understand how we are living, how we are living, and when we are living, we have the desires and expectations. Okay, so first we'll talk about the desire. What is desire? Okay, do we want to be happy? Do we want to live happily? This is the first question that we have to ask. Then, second question, do we want to be prosperous? Do I want to become a prosperous person or human being? Next is, do we want to the continuity of the happiness and prosperity? All three questions we have to ask ourselves. And then we have to decide what efforts we can take. Then let us talk about the efforts that we can take. Now, see, when we want to be happy, then we may think that if I will buy this phone, then I will be happy. If I will buy this car, then I will be happy. If I will marry a girl which is of my choice, then I will be happy. If I will do that, then I will be happy. Really, that is the happiness that you are desire for? Okay, see, this desire is your goal which will make you happy for long time. That if you are happy for the short time, that then it will be your expectations. Okay, now let us talk about the effort that we are taking to achieve the happiness, to become the prosperous, or for the continuity of happiness and prosperity. So is our efforts just for accumulation of physical facility? No, what is physical facility? That question arises. The physical facilities are the facilities that we try to accumulate so that we will enjoy our life. Okay, like TV, like mobile, like laptop, like sofa, like comfortable sofas, comfortable bed, some show items. Okay, or for continuity of happiness and prosperity, are we putting our efforts for the continuity of happiness and prosperity? Okay, So we have to decide in what direction we are putting our efforts. Then are we assuming that the happiness and prosperity will be ensured when you have enough physical facility? This question also we have to ask, whether if I will have the enough physical facility, will I be happy and prosperous? The same question I need to ask to my family members also. If they will get enough physical facility, will they be happy and feel happy and prosperous? So then next comes, what efforts are you making for continuity of happiness and prosperity other than the accumulation of the physical facility? So I need to work on that also. Okay. So when I'm saying, see, everyone has these three desires. They want to live happily, they want to be prosperous, they want the continuity of the happiness and prosperity. Okay. Then they have to think of the efforts they are putting to achieve all these things. If they are assuming that if they have enough physical facility, then they will be happy and prosperous, then they have to see whether after getting the sufficient or enough physical facility, they are happy, they are feeling prosperous, or they have to put more efforts to continue the happiness and prosperity. For continuity of happiness and prosperity, three things are required. So first is the right understanding in the self. Second is relationship with human being, with other human being, I would say. Next is the physical facility with the rest of the nature. Because this physical facility you can get from the nature. Okay. Only what you need to do, you need to shape up that in the form that you want. Okay. So we need to know that what are the fundamental needs of the human being. Example, child asking the questions. When we have kids at home, they ask us questions and we are answering them. Okay. And that is the fundamental need of human being, because that child is a human being and that child has a question, and that child will ask those questions to whom? The family members. Okay. Then right to the education. Everybody has the right to get the proper education. So let us talk about the physical facility. If you observe around, for animals, physical facilities are necessary and adequate also. For animals, physical facility exists that are necessary and they are adequate also. Now, let us talk about the human being. Human being required physical facility to live, but human being always have the feeling of not having the adequate facilities, physical facility. Okay. Nature gives you physical facility in raw form, then you need to convert that into the form that you require. Okay. So these are the different types of needs, and one cannot fulfill the other. Okay. See, it may happen that one can fulfill the other, but we need to decide the priority of those needs. Then only it is possible whether to decide whether the one need fulfill the other or not. All three are required. All three things, like right understanding, relationship, and physical facility all are required. Okay, this is proposal. Then we have to work on what we think is important. See, we know these three things are required for continuity of happiness and prosperity. Then we need to think on these three things. Then if all three are required, what would be the priority of those? Okay. So working on the high priority makes it easier to deal with the lower priority uh, aspect or thing or order, let us say. Okay. Next, we will assume that our highest priority is physical facility. Our highest priority is physical facility. Now see, here physical facility for animals necessary and adequate, also for human being necessary to live the life but not adequate. We try to earn more physical facility, we try to accumulate more physical facility. एक है तो दो चाहिए. One is there, then I need more. Like if I have a bicycle, then I will dream for the motorcycle. If I have motorcycle, then I will dream for the four wheeler. If I have four wheeler, then I will dream for the luxurious four wheeler. Okay. And to collect this physical facility, how a human being is doing, he may be exploiting and depriving the others to get those. Okay. You might have observed many cheating cases. You might have observed many theft cases. Okay. Those are earning rightly and accumulating, no issue. But everyone have to think that whatever physical facility I have accumulated is really needed. There is a one statement that if I will accumulate the physical facility like anything, then it may happen that one day will come. In that case, I need to sell the required or necessary things what I have accumulated. So if I have only physical facility and if I don't have right understanding and relationship with the human being, then will I be happy? If I don't have right understanding and I want to accumulate physical facility, then what I will do, I will exploit and deprive the others to accumulate the physical facility. Then I don't have right understanding, so I don't have the proper relationship also with human being. Then what will happen? I will be unhappy and I will make the others unhappy. Like, I'll give you one example. Suppose today morning I get up and I have some words with my family members. Okay, so there is a disturbance in relationship with them from my side or from their side. Then what will happen? I will be unhappy. As I am unhappy, I'll be making the others unhappy. So if I would have right understanding, then I would have not done that words with my family members, and then I would have not been unhappy, and I will not make others unhappy. Okay. So next, here I have given the first priority to accumulate the physical facility. So in this case, I am missing right understanding. I am missing right relationship with human beings. So what I am doing here, I am spreading unhappiness. I am doing, I am exploiting and depriving the others. So basically, I'll be inviting the unhappiness for myself. Okay. So now, when I will collect only physical facility, accumulate only physical facility, then the other two, right understanding and relationship, will be absent and will make me unhappy, will make others unhappy. Okay. Even I will make nature unhappy because I will do the acts which will damage the nature. Next is, if I will give priority to right understanding first, then to the relationship, and then to the physical facility, then what will happen? Let us see. If I have a right understanding in the self, then I will have the good relationship or right relationship with the human being. Then I will spread the happiness. So there will be mutual happiness. Okay. Now, physical facility. If I have sufficient or enough physical facility with respect to right understanding, I have decided, okay, if I have this much, it is sufficient, no need to accumulate more. Then what will happen? I'll feel the prosper because I have right understanding. Bas itna hai. I am happy. I am prosperous. Then in the family member also, see, this right understanding should be there in each and every member of the family. Okay. If we are talking about the mutual prosperity. Okay. Now, when physical facility we talked about, animal has necessary and adequate, for human being necessary but not adequate. So we have raw facility and we convert that raw facility into the required form. Okay. So in case of relationship, if I have right understanding and if I am in the relationship with the human being, then what relationship I have? I have a trust relationship. I have a respect relationship. I have a love relationship. So there are different feelings that I have, and that will make me happy as well as I can make others happy also. Okay. So with right understanding, right relationship, there will be mutual happiness. With right understanding and right accumulation of physical facility, I can spread the mutual prosperity. Okay. Next, holistic development. Now see, initially I have the part of this diagram which is giving the first priority to physical facility without right understanding and relationship. I'm accumulating the physical facility without right understanding and relationship with the human being. Then what will happen? I am spreading unhappiness. I'm exploiting and depriving others. So this behavior is called animal consciousness. Now, what is animal consciousness? If you have observed animals, they behave like anything. Okay, they they behave like anything. So when I have physical, I want to collect physical facilities, I may also behave like anything without right understanding and without right relationship. Now the holistic development should be transforming this my animal consciousness into the human consciousness where I have the right understanding in the self. I have the right relationship with the human beings. Right relationship, there is no such phrase. Only I would say relationship and collection of physical facility with right understanding. So I will be spreading mutual happiness and mutual prosperity. So with this, I am achieving human consciousness. Now, this transformation is nothing but the holistic development, and this holistic development is possible through the sanskar or education. When we say education, its alternative word is sanskar. Now, let us see holistic development and the role of education. So, the role of education, that is sanskar, is to enable the transformation to human consciousness, that is holistic development, by the way of ensuring the development of competence living with definite human conduct. Okay, so now definite human conduct means what? Right understanding, relationship, and necessary physical facility accumulation, not more than the need. Okay. For this, the education has to ensure following three things: right understanding in every human being. Instead of child, there should be the term human being. The second is the capacity to live in the relationship with the other human being. Okay. This right understanding, when you have right understanding, then you may have the capacity to live in relationship with the other human being. Then the capacity to identify the need of physical facility and the skills and practice for sustainable production of more than what is required, leading to feeling of prosperity. Okay. Now when you have the feeling of prosperity, it doesn't mean that you should accumulate, or you will accumulate that thing in such a vast amount that won't be available to others. Okay, suppose there is one shop and that shop has limited stock, let us say 10 biscuit packets, and there is a queue of 10 people. So first number person asks for the biscuit packet, and then he asks for the 10 amount. Okay, but every he knows that everyone is there standing for the biscuit packet. Then what he can do, with right understanding and with relationship with other human being, he can say, give me one instead of 10, give me one. Okay, so like that, the capacity to identify the need of physical facility and the skills and practices for sustainable production of more than what is required, leading to feeling of prosperity, but not in the amount that will make you ill or egoistic or make you down. Okay, next, these are the three components of human education will be required or will ensure the development of definite human conduct. If a human being acquires these three components, right understanding, capacity to live in relationship with other human being, and right identifying the need of physical facility, then person will feel the prosperous, and then it ensures the continuity of happiness and prosperity. Okay, so if a human being acquires these three components, there will be surety of development of definite human conduct. So now, who will do this? Who will give this education? Who will give this sanskar to the child or other human being? Parents, teacher, society is also called environment, have the responsibility of providing such education. As a teacher, I have the responsibility to make aware my student that there should be right understanding in them. There should be the capacity to live in the relationship with other human being, and the student should identify the capacity of physical facility that they should have to feel the prosper. Okay, so we will explore the steps necessary to ensure human education sanskar, that is through the next. Okay, so here this diagram is taken from the last PPT only, where we are collecting only physical facility without right understanding and without relationship. Then this nature of human being we can transform into the human conscious through the holistic development and sanskar or relationship. Then right understanding. When I have right understanding, then I will understand the harmony. Harmony in the human being. I will be balanced. That case. I think right direction, positive direction. So there will be harmony in the family. As harmony in me, I will be happy. I will feel prosperous. Then I can spread the happiness in my family. My family will also be in the harmony. As my family will be in the harmony, I spread happiness in the society. So my society will also be in the harmony. And as the society is in the harmony, then nature is also in the harmony. So I exist to maintain this harmony, not to disturb the harmony. Okay. So living in the harmony at all four level, like individual, family, society, and nature, is comes from the right understanding. Okay. So if I have right understanding of relationship with other human being, then I will definitely have the means we will definitely have the mutual happiness and we will be spreading happiness. Okay. Then if I have right understanding and I have right understanding of accumulation of physical facility, then definitely I will have the physical facility which are sufficiently required to me to feel prosperous. Then the remaining can spread the mutual prosperity in the society. Okay, so education is for understanding and sanskar is for the living. The right difference between the education and sanskar is understanding. When we take the education, we try to understand the things. And when we take that education as a sanskar, then we live. Then we live with those sanskar. So that we will spread the mutual happiness and mutual prosperity among the human being. So this we have already discussed. So when we say we have right understanding in the self, then we are understanding the harmony in human being, family, society, nature, or existence, this environment. Okay. So with justice in the relationship and participation in the larger order with nature for the accumulation of physical facility. It means what? If I will decide that okay, this much is sufficient, then I will not harm the nature. Okay, suppose there is a mango tree I saw and I have a feeling of having a mango, then I will go to that tree, I'll reach to that tree. I will pick one mango. I will eat that. If I have right understanding that okay, eating one mango at a time is sufficient. No need to eat more. But I have a feeling that I should take few more to home so that my family members will also have this. Then I will take. Suppose I have three family members at home. Then I'll take only three. Instead of taking more than three, I'll take only three and I will give that to my family. Then my family will also be happy in eating those mangoes. But instead of this, if I will eat, let us say, five mango and I will take 25 mangoes from that tree to home, then what will happen? I am damaging the nature. I am not making available those things to the others. Okay. So, with right understanding and justice in the relationship, I can spread the mutual happiness. So there will be undivided society because in the society also there is a mutual understanding, happiness. So the society will be undivided. Okay. Then with right understanding, participation in the larger order with nature, from family order to world family order, then what will happen? I am available, making available physical facility to others also. Okay. So whatever behavior we will show, I will show, you will show, every human being show with right understanding, justice in relationship, with right rightly identifying the required physical facility. I will ensure the human because I am not to show the human consciousness, but I I am doing, I am not showing human consciousness. That I need to see where I am doing wrong. And that is nothing but the self reflection. I need to see to it that I exist with the coexistence. My existence is not the only existence. I exist with the others. I cannot exist as an individual. Second, my involvement. So, my involvement should be what? With right understanding, justice in relationship, and identifying the need of physical facility that is sufficient for me or my family member or my society or nature. And then my contribution for myself, for family, for society, for nature should not make others unhappy and should not spread the feeling of non prosperity. Next, we will try to explore self. So, to explore self, we have to do the self investigation. So, I need to see within myself. This is outcome of this what self reflection. So, I am sad, I am actually acceptable to me, how I should be. So I should be with the right understanding, with justice in the relationship, and with right understanding, I should be able to decide or identify my physical facility needs. Okay. Now, sometimes in relationship, sometimes not in relationship. Sometimes in the relationship, in that case, what happens? There is a, see, two people are there, they are in relationship, there is no words in them, they are having the harmony among them, so they will be happy. So they will feel swatantra, independent. Okay. But next, there is a contradiction between the relationship. There is no harmony in the relationship. Then what will happen? They will be unhappy. So they will feel non-independent. Okay. So happiness is what? To be in the state of harmony. Even as an individual, myself is in the harmony, and if I am trying to establish a relationship between with a human being who is not in harmony, then my relationship will not be in the harmony, then I will become unhappy. But if that person knows the has that values, and that person is also in the harmony, then there will be harmony in the relationship and will feel the good. Okay. So unhappiness is what? To be forced to be in the state of contradiction. Generally, unhappiness, when we spread, we force the other human being to be in the state of contradiction. Okay. Whether human being or nature or family or society. Whenever we are not in harmony, myself is not in harmony, then I am spreading unhappiness. I am disturbing their harmony. As a human being, I did that. Okay. Next, let us talk about happiness. The state or situation in which I live, if there is a harmony or synergy in it, then it is naturally acceptable to me to be in that state or situation. Now, let us talk about naturally acceptable. Naturally acceptable means what? That feeling is natural and it is same everywhere. Every human being wants to be happy. So this happiness feeling is naturally acceptable to everyone. And that feeling is same everywhere, universally acceptable. Okay. So that is called as naturally acceptable. To be in the state of harmony or synergy is happiness. So happiness equals to be in the harmony. If I will be in the harmony, balanced, then I will spread the happiness. Next, unhappiness. The situation in which I live, if there is a disharmony or contradiction in it, then it is not naturally acceptable to me. If something goes wrong, are you going to accept it? Surely not, because it's not your natural acceptor. If you are happy, you will accept it. If something goes right and you become happy, you will accept it. If something goes wrong and you will become unhappy, sorry, sorry, then you will not going to accept it. So it is not naturally acceptable to me to be in that state or situation. So I am forced to be in the state of disharmony or contradiction. That situation, that thing. Okay. So unhappiness is nothing but the disharmony. Okay. So this is about individual. Now let us talk continuity of happiness and unhappiness. Happiness, the state of an individual. So I continue what I need to do for the continuity of happiness. So state of situation in which I live or expanse of my being as an individual, as a member of family, as a member of society, as a unit in the nature, then I have to be in the harmony. I have to have the right understanding. I have to have justice, justified relationship. Okay. And I have to decide the physical facility, need of physical facility. Okay. So continuity of happiness is what? Harmony at all level of my being. Now, myself, my family, my culture, my nation. Okay. My you live in you are living in state situation. That is mine. So harmony in the human being will spread harmony in the family. Harmony in the family will give harmony in the society. Harmony in the society will give the harmony in the nature or existence or environment. Okay. So for the continuity of happiness, what I need to do? Everyone should be in the harmony. All the human beings should be in the harmony. So my family will be on the in the harmony. My society will be in the harmony, and nature will be in the harmony. Then only there will be the continuity of the happiness. So there are guidelines given for the value education. First is the universal. So whatever is study as a value education needs to be universally applicable to all human beings. Okay, and be true at all times, all places, all situation, all set. Okay, should not be a set or race or gender. Example: respect. Everywhere the respect has same value. ऐसा नहीं होता है थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट दिया ज्यादा रिस्पेक्ट रिस्पेक्ट इज रिस्पेक्ट थोड़ा दे ज्यादा दे it doesn't matter respect is respect and everyone wants respect continuously you will not observe any person who don't require the respect to live everyone needs the respect rational the rational means the value education should be logical amenable to logical reasoning it means what we should be able to discuss as modifications required, we should be able to do that, or we should think logically. Okay, there should not be do's and don'ts based on the blind beliefs. Okay, पता ही नहीं कि no one knows why we are doing that because want to do because has told to do so we are doing no it should not be like that there should not be do's and don'ts whatever is told to do you have to rightly understand that then only you proceed for that next is natural that values should be natural and naturally acceptable to human being as I told you respect everyone needs respect is natural and everyone needs respect to live everyone says that I want to live the respectful life okay there is no one who do not want the uh, whatever value we are providing to the student that should be natural and natural acceptable to human being and see those values has the provision in the nature for its fulfillment okay verifiable through one's own natural acceptance and one's experience that values should be verifiable see Values should be universal, rational, natural, and verifiable. Okay, value is verifiable, rational, and natural. Now we have to verify whether it is naturally acceptable to me or not, whether I will be able to experience it is or not. Okay, everyone is saying that I am hungry, I am hungry, I am hungry. But let me feel that whether I am hungry or not. That is the natural hungry. That is so not asked to believe just because it is stated there for the value education, and if whatever is mentioned there, if you are assuming okay that is true, and then you are not verifying that, then sorry, you have not understood the value. You have to verify that it is whether that value is naturally acceptable to or not, whether that value is experienced by you or not. Okay, now there is a one issue here, like father's love and mother's love. So in this case, if you ask the father to feel the mother's love and mothers to feel the father's love for a child, then it in that case you need to verify that on your own natural acceptance. Like as a father, I have a affection with my kid. Likewise, as a mother, the mother has the affection with the kid. Okay, this we have to think, because I have a affection for my kid, so mother will not have. Okay, not but that experience. Okay, covering all the values of life, aspects of life, of human existence. You need to cover all the values of human in the education. ऐसा नहीं, it's not like that some are explained, some are not explained. No, you need to cover all the aspects of human life existence in the education. So you need to tell the student leading to harmony in the living after studying or after verifying, observing all those values, are experiencing those values, then the student themselves will be in the harmony living. So they will spread harmony among human beings with natural acceptance, with nature. So the student will become the humanistic. Okay. So holistic development and education will convert the animal consciousness into the human consciousness. So let us talk about self reflection. As I told you, I need to observe my existence, then I need to check my involvement, and I need to check my contribution. Okay, but that with the right understanding, justice, justified relationship, and justified physical facility accumulation. So you can make a list of your desires and find out if they can be fulfilled by right understanding, relationship, physical facility. If more than one is required, see, you may require more than suppose more than one thing, then what you need to do? You need to order them in the priority. So example for health. Okay. So both here, physical facility and right understanding is required. So you need to think in what order you have to arrange them. So I will give you answer for this. What I observe first is right understanding of my health, and then what all physical facilities I need to be fit. Okay, like um, uh, eating the proper food on proper time, doing the proper exercise. That are what, see, eating food is what physical facility. Doing proper exercise is also physical facility. Okay. Next, for the self reflection, you can do this exercise. Make a list of problems in the society today. Okay. Find out if they can be solved by right relationship. If more than one is required, please place them in the order of priority. Example, for the health, again, in the society, like today's pandemic situation. Okay. So here, this is the problem that you will mention uh, to solve, or to find out the solution for. Then you need the right understanding of that problem. Okay. So you should have the right understanding with the society. Okay. Then you are in the justified relationship with the society, because you are a social element, you are living in the society, and what physical facilities are required to get out of those problems. Okay, physical facilities are required surely in this case, so you need to order them properly. Okay, so here if you will assume that only right understanding and physical facility will solve that problem, then what will be the order of okay, you need this. So whenever you want to do this self reflection, you can do this exercise and you can see the harmony that you have in. Okay. So with this self reflection exercise, I will stop here. Uh, if you have any query, anybody, please let me know.
Uh, Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session and touching very important topic for our youngster attendees. Will definitely will get benefited. Sir, we have a few questions for you. So can we
Please,
ask,
sir. Yes, sir.
sir?
Yes, sir. Please.
First question is like, uh, what question should have asked yourself to know yourself better?
Uh, Actually, this question belongs to the sweat analysis, because here we are not asking such question to ourselves. We are not trying to know ourselves. We are trying to find out our desires. Based on that desire, we will try to see whether with the right understanding, whether the justified relationship with the justified physical facility accumulation will make me happy, or prosperous, or there is a continuation of happiness and prosperity. If you want to observe yourself, you have to first ask these three questions to yourself. First is how you exist. Your existence is the coexistence. You are not the alone. You are existing with the others. You are existing with the family, you are existing with the society, you are existing with the nature. Then your involvement in all order. How you are involved? Are you involved with right understanding, or are you involved only in collecting the physical facility, or are you involved with the right relationship or justified relationship with other human being? So with these 3 points, I think you can uh, find your status. I hope I have given the answer to the your satisfaction.
Yes, definitely, sir. Sir, second question is like suggest self-reflection exercises.
Self-reflection exercises. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. Uh, see, first you have to decide your desire. Suppose my desire is what? I want to get a I want to get a job.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, but I think participant want to ask you like from where to begin to ask. Means so from where I should start the exercise. Means so from the relationship or physical facility, like you, whatever
Okay, okay.
means whatever the
So,
discussion is.
actually, whenever we will decide the desire, I need to have the right understanding of the desire. See, as I explained, if uh, see priority, if I first priority to right understanding, then to relationship, and then physical facility, then what I am doing, I am spreading the mutual happiness and feeling the and spreading the mutual prosperity. So whenever I have any desire, I need to have the right understanding of the desire, that to achieve that desire or to get that desire, I am not making others unhappy. I am not stealing the prosperity of others. So I need to have the right understanding, because if I have right understanding with justified relationship and justified physical facility accumulation habits, then I am exhibiting the human consciousness. Human consciousness means what? I believe like a human being. I will desire what I require, not more than that. Hello, hello.
हाँ sir.
Hope
Sir,
you have you. Next.
yes,
हाँ बोला
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Next question is like how I should counter negative thoughts मतलब start any task or sleeping before getting any sleeping. So how should I counter?
Okay. See, first of all, we don't have to bother about the negative thoughts, because see, negative thoughts will come anyway. There is no guarantee that you will think positively and you will get only positive thoughts only. No, because whenever you decide to do something, always has two sides, positive and negative. Okay, so as a phrase is like this, every coin has two sides, positive side and negative side. So likewise, whenever you decide or you try to do this self-reflection, in that case, whatever is your desire has the negative point also, because whatever you are desiring, that may not be the right for the others, or to achieve that desire, there may be some negative aspects come into the way. or like if I want to make a sofa, okay, this is what my desire. Okay, but I know if I will do with this, with a justified relationship and that sofa with this much capacity and this load is good enough for me, then negative aspect also come, like tree काटना पड़ेगा, ये करना पड़ेगा, वो but see, nature has given you that facility that from the tree you can make such accessories. So when you do the, or when you start the exercise, negative side will come. You mention those, but you possibly neglect those.
Uh, Thank you very much, sir, for answering all the questions. Sir, thank you for such an informative session. Sir, now we
Thank
will
you, sir.
present you the certificate as a token of appreciation from the SAKEC Research Cell for this wonderful session. And thank you for being with us, sir. Thank you very much.